Greetings, Leo, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Getting your rune for your energetic pass. Here we have Ewaz. Ewaz is the horse rune. This is the rune of like a pilgrimage. It could be an inner or an outer pilgrimage, or both. This is the horse's like man's best friend. This is an energetic source that's proven itself to you time and time again throughout several instances of your life, much like the man's best friend, the horse here. So this is in your energetic pass here, so it's a blessing or a challenge, like a pilgrimage or a journey. You could have recently just been on a vacation, could have been with or going to visit a significant other, going to so why this is an inner or an outer pilgrimage is a spiritual recharge, right? So that significant source could be yourself, could be a significant other, a best friend, a co-worker, where you feel like they reflect you emotionally, intuitively, like you know each other on those levels, because you've been through those instances together. So this is like a spiritual recharge place where it's either a literal movement or an inward movement. Please take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. We'll get a lot more clarity on this as we move forward here, Leo. But I think this is more of you on a literal journey, maybe to a spiritually recharging place, like a literal place like Machu Picchu or Stonehenge, or a spiritually recharging place to you like a tree at the bank of a river, or the top of a mountain, whatever resonates here for you. In your energetic now here, Leo, you have very grounded energy. Again, when the lines go straight down off of these runes, this is very grounding into the ground kind of energy. Urus is the ox rune. This is needing to get the instruction first, but always having that, knowing the job and having that like downward hill style momentum as things progress. So Uru's the ox. So once you get the plow hooked up and then the harness and everything like that, you get going. Like the beast knows its direction and definitely gets that momentum going. This is moving forward in that divinely guided work. Being mindful of what you put in is that's being healthy, reminding yourself of the 5 energies that you surround yourself with. This is an increase of whatever you're putting in is gaining momentum. So this is usually a blessing of natural grounding vitality. This could be calling you to go out and actually go grounding. But this is more momentum. With this travel, this pilgrimage, this is more grounding and momentum in that energy. I really feel like you are still kind of mentally and emotionally, spiritually, I think, in this journey here as we speak here right now. In your energetic or not outcome, but near future, Leo, is Othala. Othala is a very stable rune. Well, whenever you have that X-looking shape where it's coming off of the bottom of the rune like that, right? That's very stable energy. So that's a stable energy that you're building your structure off of. So that's like a foundation, your legacy, what you're leaving behind. What is transitory versus what's perpetual, or good aspects to be looking at the balance of that with, right? So in your energetic near future here, I see you with more blessings of enhanced legacy, leaving behind more healthy things that are going to be more long term versus not so healthy things that are so short term. With you having this momentum here, I think your legacy work is definitely blessed here in the near future. What's your rune for the influence, though, right now? Your influence right now is to be in your faith. It's maybe a defensive posture even that you're in. This is Augie's, the elk rune, very grounded energy, knowing that you are divinely, have the antlers too. That's your built-in divine defense, built-in divine connection, protection. Very grounding energies all around here. Horse, ox, elk. And so, Leo, you're kind of called forward to move forward in very grounded energy, like a Taurus or like a Virgo, or like the beautiful earth energies out there. Okay, so if this reading resonates, I invite you to explore a private session where we can go deeper into your path, your energy, and the guidance the runes are offering. When the runes speak, they open a doorway to your own inner wisdom, and these sessions can help you step fully into that clarity. Subscribing, sharing, or leaving a comment even supports this channel and helps more seekers like you gain the insight, the guidance, and the spiritual growth that they need. Thank you for showing up and for engaging and honoring your own journey. Together, we strengthen this circle of awakening and understanding. So, what is your advice for the now, though, anyway? Advice for the now is in Hagalaz. This is the rune of hail. Hagalaz it literally does translate into hail. Natural disasters. It's not a if, it's a when. This is unintended eventualities in our lives. So much like a natural disaster, you can't really prevent them from happening. It's not an if, but it's a when. It's an irreversible rune. It's very grounded, very divinely guided, transcending all barriers. Very divinely mandated. So as you're in this flow, as you gain this momentum, when you're in your faith, the things that aren't in your divinely guided path that are meant for you, those will fall away. Let them fall away. Divine is removing them for you. This is like an unintended eventuality, more like a car repair or a house repair or something like that. Maybe like a oops instance, like you didn't dot an I or cross a T and that application form got sent back to you. But just remembering that this is a lot like the Tower card in tarot, knowing that this is happening for you rather than to you. This is a blessing in disguise. This is something that is being removed from your divinely guided source blueprint path in order for you to be able to rebuild your tower here, to stabilize your foundation more in the future, to affirm your faith more. Let those things kind of fall away. You're on this pilgrimage, I believe, of an inner and outer sort of variety. I don't think there's much of an external force here. I think this is more of an internal thing with you, Leo. I think this is more believing in yourself, believing in your ability and what you're leaving behind with the world, right? That's kind of been that internal struggle that you've been kind of taking into this, into almost the winter here now. But in your energetic outcome here, Leo, I see you remaining more in divine flow. This is Radho. This is maybe leaving behind that unhealthy situation, right? As this is happening, maybe this is showing you, right, that discordant energy isn't for you, right? That natural disaster. So you get to leave that situation and build your foundation elsewhere. Radho is more indicative of a change of a house, spouse, or career where you're not going to continue to serve stagnant or discordant energies that are going to either remain the same forever and ever and aren't going to grow, right? Or energies that are abusive or not in your divinely guided source self blueprint. So this is more like remaining in step with flow. This is still very grounded energy, but always has that leg moving forward here with Radho. So that's like moving forward in step with divine flow. Now, this is not resisting and really just remaining in your faith here. I think your faith has been tested here, Leo, but I think remaining in a resolve, you are going to be blessed with a situation where you get to continue your legacy work here in the future, right? But you're going to, in your outcome here, you're going to be blessed with the affirmation that this is happening for you rather than to you, right? When you look at this as happening for you, you respond with the healthier aspects of ego. When you look at it as happening to you, the whole woe is me, ego likes to sneak in and pretend to be intuition, and then this is not so divinely guided. All right, take what resonates here, Leo. Leave what doesn't. We're going to get the card of clarity this week from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Source, straight from Divine, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. And Divine already has a card here for you, Leo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine. Growth is the card here. It says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And it looks like you're blessed with doing that, but some other things have to get removed here first, right? You can't keep filling a full cup. You got to empty some of that cup if you're going to fill some more, right? So that growth is going to happen here, I believe, in your very near future here, especially as you surrender to the now. You remain more present in your day-to-day life. Again, this card says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Leo, you are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and to recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, but it's also recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from signposts that Spirit has left on your path. Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you, Leo. Acknowledge these gifts and take them to heart as you continue your sojourn in this physical dimension. Don't look to the opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given to you. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.